Stop playing with them.
Hi, I'm Nicola Cairncross. Welcome to my podcast. This is where we talk about entrepreneurship, digital marketing, being a digital nomad, and much, much more. I really hope you enjoy the show. Welcome everyone, it's Nicola Cairncross here. One of the things that I try and do with this is keep myself accountable. And it's just a nice, quick way that I was taught by one of my mentors, very good mentor actually, Benny Gray from the Space Organisation, on how to keep myself moving forward every week. So it's a quick series of questions: what worked, what didn't, and what's changing. And I hope that by going through my week and what's worked, what hasn't, what's changing for me, that I inspire you to think about the same questions for yourself and your own business. So it's been quite a good week this week. I've quite enjoyed it. My blog series is going through the 4 agreements, which is, oh my goodness, I can't read his name now. Don Miguel Cortez, I think his name is. And it's a set of agreements with yourself. And I've written several blog posts based on it, and I'm finding it really interesting as it pertains to entrepreneurs, particularly in entrepreneurship. And that is my main sort of focus in life, because although I still work with clients on a digital marketing front, I find the psychology of entrepreneurship endlessly fascinating. The other thing is I've set up a masterclass, which is going to run monthly, which is the top 3 things you need to ask ChatGPT to bulletproof your business for 1995. And that's going to run every month. And the next one is going to be on the 11th of September on Wednesday at 1:00. So do come along to my Nicola Cairncross page and you'll find the details of that. I'll put them there straight after this broadcast. And you'll be able to sign up. It's completely free of charge and just turn up live time. And you can send your questions in advance. So when I put the post on the page after this, then do feel free to ask your questions, and then you can get them answered, or just turn up live and listen to what's going on and see if you have any questions at the end, because I'm going to be going through 9 ChatGPT prompts that will make a tremendous difference to your business. I know they will, because they've made a tremendous difference to mine. So I only share stuff that really works. So what else happened this week that worked? I've started a 3-month content creation mentoring intensive, which is getting quite a bit of interest from my mailing list. Basically, I've been doing lots of little things, so 5-day challenge products and things like that. And then, of course, I've got my ongoing long-term mentoring offering, which you'll find at nicolacarenext.com. It's mentoring or consultancy. So either I can tell you how to do it, or I can do it for you with the help of your team or my team, depending on which you prefer or which you can afford. Because obviously having a team is a lot more expensive than doing it all yourself, but it does take much longer doing it all yourself. Let's get real here. That's what happens. So yeah, that's going really well. And what else happened? Oh, a friend of mine who's just moved to Valencia, Philippa, I've been talking about her quite a lot recently. She went out for cocktails with another friend of mine, Neil, last Thursday, and his wife, which is really very strange for me. They sent pictures, of course, and it was a bit surreal seeing them together, mainly because I've only seen Philippa a couple of times in the last 28 years while she's been bringing up her children down next to her. And I was in Shoreham, and although, we tried to meet up whenever our paths crossed, that wasn't very often. So seeing her hanging out in a bar with Tash and Neil in Valencia was really very surreal for me. But it worked. That's why it's in this section. It worked. They got on like a house on fire, as I knew they all would. So that was very good. But she's also introducing me to some good Facebook groups. Now, it's really weird how it's a law of attraction thing. What I do is whenever I'm feeling stuck and frustrated, I write out a list of things I'm tolerating. And one of the things that I'm tolerating at the moment is that I hadn't found any good Facebook groups to belong to, because that's one thing that my mentor told me I should be doing, networking online in good Facebook groups. Well, I tend to join them, get really bored of the kind of things they're talking about, and then leave again. But Philippa has introduced me to some very dynamic Facebook groups that I'm thoroughly enjoying being a part of. And that I was telling my other mentor that we had a really good conversation this week. 3 friends of us, we get together every week and we do a private webinar for his list about what's going on in the world. And afterwards, we had a bit of a chat. And one of the things we had a bit of a chat about this week was that I'm always focusing on work stuff. And one of the most successful groups I own on Facebook has nothing to do with work at all. It's to do with one of my other passions, which is a little village called Stupa in the Marni in Greece. And that's just effortless, it just grows every week. New people join it, largely everyone uploads lovely pictures. It's nothing to do with work at all. And it just is effortlessly successful. And he was saying, well, why don't you do something like that based on something that everybody wants? Because not everybody wants digital marketing mentoring. Not everybody wants to know how to market their business better online. In fact, as we move further into this recession, there are going to be less and less people who want to spend on that. Because obviously it's the first thing people cut is marketing spend, although it's the last thing they should cut. That's what's going to happen. He said, why don't you start something now that's based around a passion project? Because especially now you've used AI to streamline your own processes, so you've got much more time on your hands. Why don't you use that time to do something, a passion project that you might enjoy? And I thought, oh my God, that's so geniusly simple. Why didn't I think of that? So I've resurrected my old Swagger and Soul passion project, which is basically for people who want to live life with more freedom over 50. And I've done a few YouTube videos on the channel. I had the page and the group, but it wasn't really doing much. So I've spent a very enjoyable weekend resurrecting that and sprucing it all up and everything and getting it ready to go again. Yeah, really brilliant idea. You just never know, when someone's going to say something that's just going to change your trajectory slightly or add to your trajectory. So I've got one, I can't even say the word now, trajectory. Got one during work hours and one outside work hours for fun. And I'm really enjoying it. So that's good. What didn't work? Well, what didn't work is that my website's getting a bit unwieldy with all these offers. So I've got my usual mentoring consulting page offers, and that's at 3 levels. I've got my Extraordinary Entrepreneurs Club. I've got my Magnetic Content Masterclass and my Better Entrepreneur Masterclass, both of which you can get if you join the Extraordinary Entrepreneurs Club. So it all sort of makes sense in my head. And now I've got my 3-month intensive for the magnetic content marketing. And that's a real one-to-one mentoring program for 3 months where we cover a set series of steps to get you to the place that I'm at now, where I don't have to, I do my own marketing in 2 hours on a Monday morning, and that's it, done for the week. So I want to get other business owners to that point, and I know the steps they need to take. So that's the 3-month mentoring, but it's all getting a bit difficult to show and showcase on my website. So I flapped about for a little while, making pages for everything and making them look nice and making them work on mobile. And then I suddenly realised I wasn't going to be able to display all this on a menu. So I just literally put a work with me page. And that is like a little letter to you, just telling you what is the best way to proceed if you are interested in working with me. So, and it's really, it's nice, it's short, it's to the point. And then it basically says it all starts with a conversation. So it all starts with you booking yourself in, 15-minute conversation. I'm not going to ask you to commit to anything. I'll just listen to you for 15 minutes, and then I'll send you a follow-up email prescribing which of my products and services would be most suitable for you, given what you've told me about your business and your budget. So that made me feel much more relaxed, because I know that people who want to work with me, who are wondering what my products and services are, they're quite likely to click on a work with me button on my website or on the menu. So that was good. So that made me feel much better. So simplification, networking online, right? Yeah, loving networking online by helping people. So when you're invited to a group, you have to suss out what's going on in the group. But some of the groups that Philip has invited me to are very specific about what you can do, and that makes life a lot easier. So, for example, one of them, the lady said, step up to the podium, announce who you are, tell us what you do, how you can help people, make a couple of offers, and tell us how we can help you. So that was wonderfully specific. And so I did that. I made a video introducing myself, and took quite a bit of editing, because I sort of went all around the houses a little bit and I had to chop bits out and move them around, But now I've got that intro video. I can use it in all sorts of places. So that's pretty good. Anything else about what's changing? No, I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it this week. So let's talk about you. Let's see if you want to put down below what worked this week, what didn't, and what's changing as a result of you watching this video. And I love to help people brainstorm solutions to their challenges as well. So thanks for listening. See you next week. You've been listening to Nicola Cairncross of nicolacarenext.com. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show today. We've got lots of resources on the website, so do come over to check them out. And by all means, feel free to book yourself into my diary at nicolacarenext.com/diary. I love to talk to entrepreneurs.